What is going on, guys? Newton here with MMORPG. We're doing our first look and impressions video into Lord's Road, a free-to-play browser-based MMORPG. Now, we have just logged into the game. There wasn't too much for character customization or creation. It was basically pick up one of two classes, the warrior or the mage, and that was basically it. It kind of had its preset look and everything to it. I mean, pretty standard for a browser-based MMORPG. And I'm kind of disappointed there really wasn't more classes to choose from, but it seems like the two classes here seem to be pretty solid. So here we are, we have logged in. We're going to go ahead and pick up our quest and, start checking out the game and the different features it has. So first, right off the bat, the interface, very standard, straightforward, nothing we haven't seen before, very solid, and very nicely laid out. It's not really filled with a bunch of, promotional stuff like some other MMORPGs have tried to show or push on you, like buying stuff, microtransaction things. It seems to be very clean and pretty relatively free of that, which is nice to see. So here we are. We're now doing some quests, and as you can see, we leveled up pretty quickly. Like other browser-based MMORPGs, the questing is very, very quick, really fast progression, really gets the ball rolling very quickly. So now that we've done that, we're kind of jumping into a dungeon. As you can see here, we got some enemies over here, and it seems like it kind of throws us into an instance. So I don't know how it's gonna work. Okay, so it seems like the combat is kind of auto targets. As soon as our skill is up, it'll kind of start hitting all the enemies around the area. Now, this is a pretty different approach to the combat style of from other browser-based MMOs I have played. Most of them kind of seem to be turn-based or kind of like a weird instance where you fight one enemy at a time. This one is kind of cool. I'd kind of compare it to maybe Diablo or Path of Exile, but kind of like in a 2.5D browser version of it. So let's go ahead and kind of run away from these monsters. We don't want to take too much damage. We'll cast our spell. Oh, we completely missed them that time, so it seems like it does fall wherever our mouse cursor is, so we got to keep track of that. Let's go ahead and cast it right here, dealing some good damage, taking these guys out. Let's go ahead and basic attack them a little bit, call down our spell again, take them out. And I gotta say, this combat is pretty nice. I kind of like it quite a bit compared to other browser-based MMOs, because it's more engaging, it's a lot more fun than the game having to kind of play itself for you. You kind of really do have to take charge of the combat, kite some enemies, make smart decisions on what skills you're going to use, where you're going to place them, and other stuff like that. So I gotta say, pretty solid combat for a browser-based MMO, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Especially with this one skill that I have, it's very flashy, it's very responsive, fluid, it feels nice, and I gotta say, it's pretty great so far. Even this one skill is pretty awesome. I'm enjoying it. I think it's a really great start, even though we're low level, only have one skill to use. I enjoy the flashiness and how nice the animation is. So here we go. We have a boss over here. Now it is an early boss. I don't assume he's going to do too much damage. We're taking a little bit, but it's not too bad. But like I said, we can kind of kite in this game and keep our distance from the enemy, which is nice, and I'm pretty sure the farther we get along in the game, the much more difficult it'll become over time. But overall, it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and cast down our spell again. Let's run away and have him kind of run through it. We'll cast down another one. There we go. Run away and have him run through that again. And basically, it's just a lot of kiting. And like I said, very easy to compare to Diablo 3 or Path of Exile and other games similar to that. Kind of like an action RPG feel to it. So there we go. We had to heal up a little bit. We were a little bit low on health. This guy is dealing some pretty good damage, I gotta say. Not super easy, but I mean, it did offer a little bit of a challenge. So let's go ahead and finish him off with this skill over here. Dropped a good amount of items. Go ahead and pick those up. And hit the quest and continue. And there we go. We have completed the dungeon. Really, really fun. I enjoy it. I really like this dungeon kind of layout for this game. I think it works very, very nicely with the combat. And I gotta say, it's a good job. They've done a good job with it so far. So let's go ahead and hit OK. We've acquired our XP. Let's go ahead and exit the dungeon. Come back to the main city and turn in some quests. So there is auto-tracking for quests. Very standard for browser-based MMORPGs, I've noticed. I kind of don't like auto-tracking too much. It kind of makes the game play itself for you. But I mean, the combat is so much fun. You do have a huge part of how the combat works in this game, and I think that kind of makes up for it. So it's kind of like a 50-50. I don't like the questing so much, but the dungeon exploration and the combat is so much fun in this game, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit. So let's go ahead and hit continue, see if we can level up a little bit more, and run one more dungeon before we kind of call it toward the end of this video. So let's go ahead and talk to some more people, but it seems like the progression for questing and stuff like that is very, very quick. We're already level 5. We haven't spent much time basically working on quests or trying to level up, and we're already level 5, so making some quick progress. But now we get to check out our skills. So let's go ahead and see what different variations of skills we have, if we can view them. So it seems like we didn't get any new skills, but we did get a level up version of the one skill that we have. But it seems like the skills are not very extensive in this game. It seems like there's not much to choose from. So there are there's your warrior and your mage class, so that's kind of all you had to pick from. And I was kind of hoping there'd be a skill tree to pick from, and basically variations of the mage and variations of the warrior in different things, so you can kind of be different and make a unique build. But it seems like you only get 5 skills with your 5 action bars over here, or your 5 keys for the actions bar, and it seems like you'll just be leveling these up as you go along and unlocking them as you level up, making them stronger along the way. And that seems like pretty much it. So it seems like if you play a mage, you'll be doing the same thing as other mages, and there really won't be too much variation. Now it seems like there's runes over here, so you can kind of specialize these skills to do a little bit more damage, depending on which one you like. But it seems like it's not too much different from compared to other characters. And I assume we could probably level them all up as you get to endgame. But, I mean, overall the game's pretty solid. The graphics are nice, has a nice art style to it. The combat is a ton of fun. I can't compliment them enough. I think they've done an excellent job with the combat. The questing's alright, but I mean, overall, it seems like a pretty solid game if you guys are looking for, you know, some sort of solid or casual browser-based MMORPG that doesn't take a hefty computer to run. This seems like a pretty solid pick, and I suggest you guys check it out. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe for more. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later.